And I think these are kind of the three keys for everybody. One, the Rebels have to find their new number one wide receiver. Last year, as we said, Elijah Moore caught 86 passes, didn't play in the final 2 games of the season. Kenny Yeboah, I believe, caught 27. That was number 2. And then behind him, you had a collection of Dontario Drummond, Jonathan Mingo, Braylon Sanders, guys like that. A few Chase Rogers, type of guys. But Elijah Moore was the guy. And Lane Kiffin talked about it all year. He said, we want the ball in the hands of our best players. And so, it'll be interesting to see who he tabs as that number one guy this year.
Yeah.
Because all of his best offensive success is not run exclusively through one guy, but one guy has been the clear star. And so, going into this year, it's going to be interesting. You've got Dontario Drummond, Jonathan Mingo, Braylon Sanders, Jaden Jackson, and then you got Brandon Buckhalter, a newcomer, and Quay Davis, the JUCO transfer. So you've got a bunch of guys who played college ball before. Brandon Buckhalter being the lone exception of guys who've never taken a college snap before. But it'll be interesting because, like we've said, those are guys who, Dontario Drummond caught 7 touchdowns last year. Jonathan Mingo had some flashes at times. I believe he had a 2-touchdown game against Kentucky.
Yeah.
Those are, and Braylon Sanders especially. He's been, no pun intended, he's been hamstringed by a hamstring injury for about 2 years now.
But he's got probably the best hands on the team.
He's got great hands. He's been electric for the Rebels in the past when he's been healthy. And so, could be one of those 3 guys, but like we said, it could be a newcomer in Quay Davis or Brandon Buckhalter or Jaden Jackson, who really just not a newcomer, but a guy who just really didn't do a whole lot last year. Just didn't have his number called very often. And so, that's going to be a big one, just seeing who is that number one guy, because throughout the rest of the offense, you bring back Matt Corral, you bring back Jerry Neely, you bring back Henry Parrish and Snoop Cotton.
Yeah.
Your running game is solidified. Your offensive line is pretty much all but solidified.
Yeah.
And so, that receiver